Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now. I'm in Islip, New York, having dinner with neighbors who celebrate a little-known holiday called St. Lucy's Day.
Happy St. Lucy's Day.
Good morning, you guys.
Okay, perfect.
We've been doing the celebration of St. Lucy over 40 years. And we try to teach the children to celebrate the holidays to keep the family together.
She is the patron saint of eyesight. She presents her eyes on a platter, but the legend is that even though her eyes were removed, she still can see.
You might try to come and let the grandson come over before you go to a full house, you know.
That is from Mola di Bari.
Mola di Bari.
The heel of the boot.
It's in the southern Adriatic Sea.
When we were growing up, we all helped make sauce. We'd have sauce every Sunday with meatballs and brajoles, and we'd help, grate the cheese, make the salad, cook whatever needs to be cooked. It was maybe about 5 years ago. It was getting difficult for them, to do everything at their home, and then I had come to them one day and I said, listen, why don't I do it at my house? You can come over that day, Dad, and help us make the dough, instruct Charles and Richard to make the dough. So yeah, in fact, he came over yesterday and we made the dough together.
That's a lot.
We have a lot more to go.
On the menu is basically two things. We call them frettela, but you know them as calzones. So they're filled with lots of great stuff like ricotta and mozzarella and sauce and pepperoni, and then I put some spin on it myself. So we got some artichokes, fresh tomatoes, and all kinds of stuff like that. And then we have another thing which is basically like a zeppoli, and it's we call it petala, and it's a drop dough. And you can either have it plain or you can have it with confectioner's sugar on it.
And then the barley.
And of course pork and barley, which is like a grain, and it's more like a peasant food. So you put a little bit of pork in there and you stretch it out to feed a whole feast. That's what the objective is of basically peasant food. You want to feed a lot of people.
Usually I'm the one manning the fryer or rolling out the dough, but I guess Grandpa took over this year, so I'm just gonna watch this year. It's pretty cool to seeing what he did and the traditions that he brought over with him, and he passes down to us, and our mom passes down to us now, and then everything. So it's definitely something cool. It's definitely something I look forward to every year.
You feel the pressure that you got to pass it on?
It's not so much pressure, it's more looking forward to taking it over and passing it on, because we just have a bowl every year we do it. It's always fun, so I don't see why we wouldn't pass it on.
It's funny that they say St. Lucy's, because my family, I told my Italian family, we don't know what that is. We've never heard of that before.
The first time you were invited, how many years ago was it?
Last year. We've only known each other for 23 years.
Right, 23 years.
23 years?
So she hid this from you for 20 years?
Yeah, hey, what's that about?
Custom-made calzone just for me.
What's in it?
Onions, garlic, ricotta, spinach, tomato. That's some good eating.
Diet is out the window today. No diet. Diet what? The more I eat, that's okay. There's no calories in it. Only the last bite has the calories in it.
I'm rolling out the dough. It has to be fairly thin. I'm rolling out the dough so we can fill it with lots of goodness, or we can have the guests choose what they want in there.
Are the guests gonna actually make any?
Last year I started that, and the guests actually like doing that. I think that's a nice part of it, instead of me standing up here all night doing it. So it gets them involved in the party, and it gets them to understand the meaning of St. Lucy's a little bit more, about why we celebrate it.
You have enough dough to cover that thing?
No, she's not bringing it
Not at all.
Too much stuff in it, and he has too little dough, so he's not gonna be able to close it. And if he does close it, when he puts it in the fryer, all the filling's gonna fall out.
Stretch it, Declan, stretch it. Don't worry, don't stretch, you won't get a hole in it. Keep stretching. Get the extra and pull it over on top of the other one. Yes. That's good, looks good.
I'm not the greatest chef in the world by any means, but I put it together. So it's my first one.
Now it's my turn to chow down. I'm about to eat a
Frettela or calzone.
For the regular man, it's calzone, but for us, it's frettela.
It's frettela.
Right. And this one is loaded with ham,
tomato, parsley, and a little bit of garlic so you can still talk to the guests. Still warm? Yes?
This is real Italian. You know, St. Lucy's Day is a fantastic day, celebrated in Italy, also celebrated in Northern Europe, but I'm not sure the Northern Europeans do it like this.
I don't know what they do, but we do it like this here, so this is a good thing.
All right. Well, thanks for inviting us.
Oh, you're most welcome. I'm glad you have come. Definitely. Enjoy.
If your family is part of a unique celebration, send us an email to stories@mylitv.com, and the next neighbor we feature may be you.
Happy St. Lucy's Day! Salute!